What's going on, guys? I know a lot of YouTubers say that, but I really mean it. I mean, they're going to cancel the tour down under, so what's going on? Anyway, I live in Australia, and we have quite different circumstances over here. And well, let's have a bit of a discussion why there's this hoo-ha about the people coming early and quarantining and all those sorts of things. So let's roll the intro and find out. Well, here in Australia, we really haven't felt the full impact of the virus. And that's because we're a natural island and we've been very strict with people coming into Australia. And we've had numbers that have been very, very low. And most of the states have really had really no real feeling of lockdown or being, told to stay at home for weeks on end. We just haven't felt that. The only two real states that have really been affected by the virus are New South Wales and Victoria. And even then, it's only been hundreds, a day, not thousands. We just haven't really got to those big numbers they've seen in America and Europe. So we're actually quite sensitive to this COVID-19. And the rules we have here in Australia, even between the states, is if you're flying from another state, then you actually have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So what that means is you need to stay in a hotel and you can't have contact, and you're also tested on day 1 and you're also tested on day 11 to make sure you haven't developed the virus. So we've had these strict systems in place. And what this has really done for us is we've had pretty much freedom. I mean, I live here in Perth, WA, and really we're just behaving like, there's no virus at all. It's been great. And our economy is actually quite strong, and it's actually the only state in Australia where it's been going up. So what you've got to realise is here in Australia, we've contained the virus and we don't want it to be brought in from Europe. So this is why we're putting these regulations on the people coming from Europe who are going to compete in the TDU. They have to basically quarantine for 2 weeks, and they will have the testing associated with that as well to make sure they haven't got the virus before they're allowed to go out and mingle with the community. Now, the problem with that is that the guys say we can't train and we're locked down and we need to be able to have movement around to be able to get ready for the race in the TDU. So this has caused a bit of a conflict, and this is why the whole event is up in the air. Now, you've got to understand that governments in Australia have been very strict at being able to keep this under control, and they really have succeeded, and so has New Zealand. And we're even now got a travel bubble extended to New Zealand. So this is really what it's all about. And people from probably overseas probably go, what the hell is going on with these idiots down in Australia? Why are they carrying on about all this testing and everything? It's because our numbers here are extremely low. And we know that once you start to get like 100, 200, 500, it gets out of control very, very quickly, and then we lose our freedom again and we have to lock down. So we want to keep it in the same format we have now, where people can freely go about and it's like as if there's no virus. The rest of the world's got it, doesn't affect us here in Australia, and that's what all the hoo-ha is about. So I hope people understand that, and it's probably a concept that they probably can't see, because we really haven't had a lot of impact from the coronavirus so far. And even when it comes to ships, transport ships, even with travelling between states, the trucks have to drop off their load and it's picked up by a different truck, and we've even kept the virus from spreading from state to state, and it's been very, very effective. So guys, I hope that really clarifies what's going on in Australia. It's a shame that the event is not going ahead. I would have loved to have seen the event. I'd love to see them come out and come like a couple of weeks earlier and quarantine and still run the race. People can still watch it overseas. People can still see it. It's a shame that they don't want to comply to that. I really think that if we want these events to continue in this environment where the virus is around, everyone needs to make some sort of compromises, because different countries have got different rules. And you can't just say, I'm not going to comply to that country's rules, bugger them, we're not going to have the event. Anyway, it's a very touchy subject with a lot of people, and politically it's actually causing a lot of a division in the community. And some of the politicians for keeping the borders up are actually becoming very, very popular. So the people in Australia are very pro keep the borders closed. Well, anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below, and leave a comment. And also, if you like the video, give it the like because that helps the algorithm, as every other YouTuber tells you. And if you don't like the video, give us a thumbs down, and also tell us what you didn't like, or what did I miss out, or how could I improve my content, and leave that comment down below. Just don't give us a thumbs down, you know, give us some feedback so I can improve my videos for you guys in the future. Well, that's where I'm going to leave it. So catch you guys, and I'll see you next vid. Cheers.